Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Let's talk Valley View football. Joining us is Zach Venesky. Zach, you're a senior, and you made that commitment. Tell us about where you're headed to play at the next level.
Well, I'm committed to Rutgers to play football there and everything, and I'm very excited about it. Definitely a great opportunity for me, and I'm going to take full advantage of it, and I can't wait.
Zach, tell us about some of the other schools, because you were a pretty early commit. Tell us about some of the other schools that were in the mix and why you decided Rutgers was right for you.
Well, I got my first, big-time offer from Purdue and stuff, and then, it was rather slow when my commitment first started and everything, and then, Rutgers came along, I checked out the school, loved everything about it, my parents did, so it just felt right. I made the commitment. But afterwards, it was funny, all these schools started to flood in offering me and stuff. It was kind of like a blood in the water type deal, you know what I mean? So it started to get crazy after a while, but I stuck to my word at Rutgers, and, I couldn't be happier about it.
Zach, how about going through the program there at Valley View with Coach Hawanitz and being around some real talented guys over the years? There's some guys playing some big-time football places.
Yeah, well, it's definitely an honor to, being names like guys like Naeem Wortman and stuff, you know what I mean? I'm going to be playing in the Big 33 game and stuff, representing my school, and he did the same thing, so it's definitely an honor. I got to play with some other great athletes like Anthony Mendola. I played with him my sophomore year. He's a great football player. He's playing at Delaware State right now, and he's doing pretty well, so, it was definitely a great experience getting to play with guys like that.
Zach Venesky here on the John Mendola Show, driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Zach, your strength seems pretty evident when you look at your numbers. Coach put him down in the fall, 500 squat, 500 deadlift, 300 bench, and I'm sure maybe some of those have even gone up over time. But tell us about being in the weight room and making such a commitment there.
It definitely was a big part, over the summer and stuff, and even during the winter. I really hit the weights hard and stuff. We have a great strength and conditioning staff down there with J.R. Reefus and Kyle Calicino. They helped me out so much. I can't thank them enough. And I just knew going into my senior season that I still had something to prove, and I had to hit the weights hard, put all the work in and stuff. And kind of lead those guys down there too, to show them how much work it was going to take. You know what I mean?
Zach, how about your commitment to football? You decided this year you're going to give wrestling a shot. Hey, why not? And you're 30-5 here, and talk about what it was like when they said, "Hey, you want to come out and wrestle?" And you said yes.
Yeah, well, the one football coach, Coach Reese, he was wrestling coach and stuff, and he always bugged me about it and stuff. And I figured, it's my senior year, why not? I'll help him out and stuff. And I couldn't be happier with what I did. It's helped me a lot. It's kind of like a give and take factor. I can already feel it with my conditioning and stuff, and even just hip movements and stuff. Wrestling really does help with it overall, and I couldn't be happier about doing it.
Talk about your experience in some matches you've had this year and what it's like, because I'm sure you're starting to get that rush now. Districts are coming up here in a little bit more than a week, and you're probably thinking, hey, maybe I have a chance here.
Yeah, that's the goal. My coach said, I'm coming in and, I have nothing to lose, basically, you know what I mean? I'm going to go take a whack at it, and, what happens, but we feel pretty confident in my abilities and stuff, so, I can't wait for it. It's definitely going to be a great experience going down there and stuff.
Zach Venesky from Valley View. He's headed to Rutgers University. Zach, let's talk a little about your family. Tell us about the support you get at home and the people around you that keep pushing you and helping you reach some of the goals that you've attained.
Well, my dad's always been in my corner and stuff. He was always driving me out to crazy places like Purdue, that's so far away and stuff. But he's always been in my corner helping me out and stuff. Same thing with my mom and my two older brothers. They've always offered me the support too. But a lot goes out to my coaches also. They've helped so much and stuff. I can't thank them enough either. Guys like Coach Wanted, Coach Rodeo, Coach Rebar. They've helped me out so much, and I can't thank them enough. It really was definitely something special.
Zach, for you, a preference, offense or defense at Rutgers, or whatever happens?
They want me to play center on the offensive line, so I'm definitely excited about that. Even though it's definitely going to be a little different moving in from tackle to center, but you know, I kind of like the idea of it. You know, the center is like the quarterback of the offensive line, basically.
And that wrestling background you're getting this year, they may help at the center position.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Definitely.
Well, Zach, we wish you well the rest of the wrestling season, of course, next year at Rutgers. We appreciate you telling us a little bit more about your story there at Valley View, and congratulations. What a great academic and athletic school you're headed to.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Zach Venesky, a senior from the Valley View Cougars football team and wrestling team here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.